Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining Eureka Springs channel. I'm Melody Purdy, your host, and we're coming to you live in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And it's our weekly broadcast that we bring to you every Tuesday at 3 p.m. As long as I'm not having to be out somewhere else, I'm going to try to do this with you guys every Tuesday at 3. And we're here to tell you about all the events that are coming up for our Eureka Springs area for the coming week. And we're going to start off today and just going to go right into it to give you all the news that we have. Now, these are events that are, we kind of cultivate these particular events by going to Facebook. So we do this because folks that are watching us on YouTube or on Instagram, maybe you're not on Facebook and you need to know what's going on here in Eureka Springs. And so that's why I'm doing this. So let me jump over right to it, to the events that we have coming up. So right away, we're going to go to the top of the list for today, and there is a live music pop-up tonight at the Gravel Bar here in Eureka Springs, Los Roscos, very popular. You'll see them tonight, starting at 5. And then there's an online auction that's happening from one of our retailers here in town. That you may want to check out. I don't have a whole lot of information about this, but I did want to share it with you. Let me just click into it there and show you. This is by Nature's Treasures, which is here in Eureka Springs. So it's naturetreasuresar.com if you want to check that out. They're having an online auction for some wonderful items that you might find of interest. Today at 7 p.m., we've got the weekly swing dance lessons, which is there at the Melon Light Ballroom there at 2 Pine Street at 7 p.m. So that's been a lot of fun for a lot of people to participate in. Tomorrow online, you've got your song and story time in the garden. I believe it's going to be online as well. But check that out if you take your kids to the Carnegie Library tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. And then tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. at the Eureka Springs Carnegie Library, there's a Slow Stitch Club. And that's where people get together and stitch and knit and just visit with each other. It's a great social hour. So check that out tomorrow at 1. Now, tomorrow at 5 p.m., there's a rescheduled event, just so everybody knows. There was a celebration of life for Andy, and that has been postponed and rescheduled. So we will check on that later when they reschedule. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Sidebar out at Beaver, Arkansas, you've got the Beavertown Breakdown. A lot of people enjoy that. So check that out tomorrow at 6. This Thursday at 5 p.m., you've got Los Roscos at the Gravel Bar again. This is their weekly appearance at the Gravel Bar, and the locals have been loving it. So we're excited that they're continuing that as a tradition, a new tradition here in Eureka Springs at the Gravel Bar. Also, this Thursday at Chelsea's, you've got the Ozark Bluegrass Association, the Open Jam on the Chelsea's rooftop. So check that out this Thursday at 6. Now, I participated in this event here last week, and I can't tell you how much fun we have. Got a Hole Brewery is doing a Beer Time Stories, and what they're doing is they're reading, we're having some of the adults here in town come by and read their favorite children's story, and it has been such fun. I did one last week, and it was just so much fun. You can't imagine that people are having so much fun listening to a childhood book while having a good alcoholic beverage. It's quite the combination, but we really enjoyed it last week. And so they've got another one coming up this Thursday at Got a Hole, so be sure and check that out. Also, this Friday, Art at Lake Leatherwood. That's where some folks are getting together to do some painting, and so that's this Friday at 9 a.m. This Friday also is the grand opening of the Visio Arts store, and it has a new energy to it, so you'll want to make sure you go and check that out. A lot of new artists are coming together to display their art. And it's been exciting. I've heard a lot of buzz about it. So that's going to be starting out this Friday here in Eureka Springs. Also this Friday at 7 p.m. we have duplicate events here. That's just because we've got the artist doing a post as well as the venue. But Mike Bird is going to be live at the Gravel Bar this Friday at 7. Also, the Vagabonds will be back at Missy's White Rabbit Lounge this Friday at 8 p.m. A lot of people love the Vagabonds, and of course, a lot of people love Missy's White Rabbit Lounge, so that should be a lot of fun. This Friday at 8 p.m., we've got Mark Shields and Good Company. It says 47 Spring, and for those of you that don't know, without looking deeper into this particular posting, that is the Beaver Den. So check that out on Spring Street. This Saturday also, starting at 11 a.m., is the Eureka Springs Trail Half Marathon and 10K. Now, I believe this event is put on by the Wolfpack Adventures. So if you want to check that out, there is a sign up for that. So if you want to participate in that, you'll need to go to that particular sign up form, and that's for this Saturday. Let me get back to my list here. All right. Here we go. Also, this Saturday at noon, starting out at the Rowdy Beaver Den, it says lunch with the infamous Outlaws. So that should be fun. And this Saturday at 3 p.m., you've got the local favorites. Bad Jacksons will be live at the Rabbit, at Missy's White Rabbit at 3 p.m. And then Saturday at the Nick's Cafe, you'll have 60 On will be playing. And Mike has a really great sound, a great voice, and wonderful guitarist. So that's really a lot of fun to go and listen to him. And that's this Saturday at 5:30 at the Nick's Cafe Restaurant and Bar. And this Saturday at 5:30 at Got a Hole Brewing, you've got Route 358, and they are a real popular trio here, and that does a lot of appearances here in our area, and so they're going to be at Got a Hole Brewing. This Saturday at 7 p.m., Los Roscos will be at the 3B Off-Road and RV Park, which is just right outside of Eureka Springs, on your way to the Fayetteville area. It's right there on the left-hand side of the road as you're going out. And then this Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Gravel Bar, you've got Whiskey Menders, great vocalist, guitarist. She's really, really fun. I've listened to her before. She has a lot of great sing-along songs too, and so everybody really enjoys her, and that's going to be this Saturday at 7 at the Gravel Bar. And then another night of history here in Eureka Springs. I attended the very first, well, I believe it was the second one I went to at the Eureka Coffee House. And this is sort of a collaboration between the owners of the Eureka Springs Coffee House and the Eureka Springs Historical Museum, as well as the Eureka Five and Dime Collective, which is our drama and theatrical group here in Eureka. And they have been presenting a little bit of history night there that would show photographs and talk about some of the history. And I learned some things that I did not remember or had never heard about Eureka Springs. So if you're a local, or even if you're here in town, call and get on their reservation list at the Eureka Springs Coffee House for this event Saturday at 7:30. Other options for Saturday, you've got Josh Irwin, who will be live at the Missy's White Rabbit at 8 o'clock. Great vocalist as well. And then all weekend, it looks like, at the Rowdy Beaver Den, they're going to have a weekend party at the Rowdy Beaver Den and Tavern. So that there's a tavern as well. So for those of you who don't know, that the Beaver restaurant, they have a Rowdy Beaver Den and a Rowdy Beaver restaurant. There's 2 locations here. So it looks like they're going to have parties at both places. This Saturday at 9 p.m., Ridge Runner Trio will be at Chelsea's Corner, which is right here in the heart of downtown. And it looks like at the Switchback Bar at the Boyham's Bike Resort, there's a Memorial Honor Ride that'll be you can participate in. That starts out Sunday at 11 a.m. This Sunday at 4 p.m., you've got at 23 North appearing at Got a Hole Brewing. And I don't know about you guys, but if you are looking for expanding your palate, At Got a Hole Brewing, they've got just everything in the world for you. They have been won several awards for their craft beers that Dave is brewing out there, and a lot of people are loving Got a Hole Brewing. So go and check them out and listen to some great music at 4 p.m. this Sunday. Also this Sunday at the Sidebar, which is out at Beaver, Arkansas, just north of Eureka Springs, is right here in our backyard. The Lonesome Narrows will be playing. And the Sidebar is right by Table Rock Lake and right there at our Golden Gate Bridge here in Eureka Springs, which is a beautiful, beautiful bridge that people love to ride across and look at. So you're sitting right there by the water at the Sidebar and listening to great music. Also at the Gravel Bar, which will be this Sunday at 6 p.m., the Eureka Strings Live. And we're going to talk about some real talent. Those guys have got some real talent, just a real variety of instruments, and I just love to listen to them. And this Sunday, out at Holiday Island, which is our lakeside resort community about 4 miles north of Eureka Springs, the Holiday Island Chamber of Commerce is hosting a dynamic duo to be playing there at the Veterans Memorial Park. And we did an interview earlier this week. You can go back and listen to that. We did an interview with the Holiday Island Chamber of Commerce where we talked about this particular event. The Chamber of Commerce has been very active at Holiday Island, and they're putting on several events this year. And we did an interview with Barb Talbot, who is the director there. And so if you want to go back and look at our broadcast from last week, we did talk about this particular event with Astrid, and gave a little snippet of their sounds. So you can go and check them out this Sunday at the Veterans Memorial Park at 6 p.m. This Sunday at 7 p.m., there's going to be some music at Rowdy Beaver, which is the main restaurant at 7 p.m., and this Sunday at 7 p.m., we've got the Vagabonds live at the Rabbit. So that should be fun again. They're going to be playing Friday and Saturday, looks like. And this Sunday, Disco Music Sundays at the Gravel Bar. And I'm sure they have got a fantastic disco ball going to be hanging somewhere for everybody to enjoy. So those are the events coming up here in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. We have the most fun. Everything has been so exciting around here because we're all going back out in public. Some places are still asking you to wear a mask. Some are just want to make sure that you're aware of still some of the safety protocols that might be in place for their particular business. Most everyone here has gotten vaccinated, so we're excited that we can all come together and hug again. It's been so fun, and all of us locals are enjoying one another, and I'll tell you what, the hugs are lasting a lot longer than they used to, and we sure are glad of that. So we appreciate you watching us live here at Eureka Springs channel, and thank you, Glenn. Glenn's watching, Glenn Kuvion. Thanks, he says, thanks for sharing. Thank you for watching, Glenn. We appreciate you tuning in very much. If you're watching us live, we sure would appreciate it if you would help us spread the word about Eureka Springs and all the good things that are going on here. We'd appreciate it if you'd like our Facebook page, if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram. That's how we get the word out about all the great things that are happening here in Eureka. It's because of you and sharing these segments. Now, we go live every week for this segment on Tuesdays at 3 to talk about the events, but we also have a live stream that we do every Wednesday. Typically, that's done at 5 p.m. every week, where we talk to a particular business or we showcase some news or something like that. So you can usually tune to us on Wednesdays at 5. But this week, I do have an elopement wedding to shoot on Wednesday, and so tomorrow's broadcast will be at 3 instead of 5 because I'm going to be out working my real job. So we do this as a volunteer effort for our community, and we enjoy doing it very much, but sometimes I have to go do my real job. Thank you, Lee, for watching. Appreciate you watching, Lee. Thank you so much. So anyway, thanks for helping gather with us together to celebrate all the good people, the good places, and the good news news of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. We certainly appreciate you watching, and we will see you again next time. And I just looked on the bottom. There's too many buttons to push. It says live stream begins shortly. Because there's too many buttons to push. And this is a one-girl show. Goodness gracious. Anyway, you can see that I was live. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye.